Well, hey. Welcome back to the Urban Frame. It's your boy Martell, and you know what today is? Another new comic book Wednesday. Today is what, April 9th, and we just pulled up to the shop, and we're going to see what type of goodies we're going to get today. And I think today we're going to self-title this episode, is it Beat the Budget or Stay in the Budget, or I don't know, Beat the Budget. I don't know. It's a working title, Beat the Budget. You'll get the final title here flash somewhere in the beginning. But my main goal today is, outside of picking up some gem books, some interesting books, is to maintain my budget and stay within my budget. So it maybe should beat the budget, but whatever. I'll see you guys in a second. I'm going to get strapped up, and then we're going to go off into the comic book shop. So I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Dude, I don't know what's up with Chicago, but it seems like every Wednesday it wants to rain. And for the life of me, I don't get it. But we heading to the comic shop real quick to see what I can come up with. The cool stuff, the bad stuff, whatever. Oh, split the pole. When you got friends that treat you well.
Hello.
Who that? Donald, James, what up? How y'all doing? No. Who goes there? It is Donald.
Yes,
It is you. All right. What your pick? What's your pick, sir?
Oh, well, you already bought my picks last week. Let's see. Hold on. No, I got it. Let me think.
Well, I'm gonna keep on walking and shopping. Aha. How you doing, James?
Oh, wow. How about you?
Just okay. I'm excellent.
Oh, good. Somebody should be.
Oh, come on, James. Don't do that.
What I got.
You don't have
I know.
Ooh.
And I don't even know how much that costs. How much you're charging for that. But.
I think they're charging $150.
How does not being too nosy, but how do you price the books, like based off the ratio varios, the ratio,
We charge what's written on.
Oh, they have prices on there?
Look.
No, because when you look on the websites, like the League of Comic Geeks or like the previews.
It'll work is you're going to order 1 out of 25.
Uh-huh.
It depends on the store. So if that store knows they can sell 10 copies, then the 1 out of 25 cost.
Got you.
It's going to depend on what they think they can sell. If they can sell 50 copies and they get 2, they may not care as much. They may just want to move it.
Got you. No, that makes sense.
Tend to tank after
Got you.
it really just depends on the store.
So opposed to just sitting on the stock of it and then you can't move it. I got you. That makes sense. Because I was wondering, because I seen something at a store that I paid, it was like a couple months ago, I paid for a absolute Batman. It was a virgin cover, and I think I paid like $25 for it, and then this store had it for like $70. I was like, what the hell? So, okay.
It really depends on how much they had to get.
Got you.
They can't sell all those copies they cost.
That makes sense.
Middle West. This is made by Scotty Young, the same guy that did the I Hate Fairyland,
Okay.
as well as doing a bunch of covers for Spider-Man.
Okay.
It is a story about a kid who is abused by his father, and his father is a living tornado.
Huh? Okay.
And he's also a living tornado. It's very good. It has a lot of themes of family, abandonment, tragedy. It's very good. It's a little bit more of a sad read than a funny read, because usually almost all of his books are funny and lighthearted. That one, not so much. So it's a good one.
Oh, you said you had 2 picks.
Oh, the picks, right? Okay. The second pick, the other one I wanted to do, Murder Falcon. This is written by the same dude that's currently doing Transformers right now. He did this. He did another book called Do a Powerbomb. Do a Powerbomb is really funny and it's really good. And he's doing Transformers right now.
And what is this about?
Rock and Roll and Murder Falcons.
What?
He's the main character. Washed up. Well, not necessarily washed up, but he's not as good of a rocker as he believes himself to be. One day, a Murder Falcon comes around, and all he wants to do is rock out and kill.
Okay.
And that's what he's going to do.
Okay.
It's very good. The art is very good, and I recommend it. Like I said, you like Transformers right now. Same guy. Now this is more of a series than it is a single book, but these are the Batman Arkham series. These almost have no Batman in it, but that's a good thing depending on who it is. They show off who the villain is, really.
Okay.
Show off why they deserve to be in prison, and show off that they're not just simple one note, oh, I'm an evil guy that collects birds, or I'm an evil psychiatrist. So I remember you just said that you liked Fairyland. I hate Fairyland. It's still going right now.
Oh, I ain't gonna read too much about that little girl here anymore. She was kind of annoying towards the end. I got kind of mad that I'm like, just go home, little girl.
That's the thing. She can't.
She could have, if she didn't kill the queen. Yes.
Well, let me just say this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't really.
You can't go against me on that. I mean, look, I'll probably catch on that in a month too, but I need to get like 4 more of those books out of you, and then we'll just go from there. Yes.
Now, is it still a no or?
No, because I like the 1 in 25 better, and the 1 in 100 looks even better.
Cool. You want that?
You gonna give me a free comic book day bag?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, good. Look at you keeping under budget.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm happy.
So they have the Star Wars. You want me to order that for you?
Please, please. Woo, we did it, baby. We did it. Your boy came in under budget. Ah! Yeah. Under budget. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. And I got to keep the momentum going. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was a well-contained pool. And I can't wait to get back to the house, the stoop, the lab, to show you guys what I got. But let me just give you a preview of that stack. Bam! Stackalicious. It's pretty good. We got 2 trades in there, including one of Donald's recommendations. But that's that stack, baby. Nothing more, nothing less. I got everything that I need today, and I feel like I got some good stuff. Although, of course, naturally, Diamond didn't have all my books, but we'll get those next week, and we'll talk about those next week. But this is what we have, and I'm only missing 2 books. I'm happy. So without further ado, I'll see y'all back at the crib. Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Frame, and it's your boy Martell, and you know what today is. It is New Comic Book Day for April 9th, 2025. And we got the stack. Here we go. Stack secured with the free Comic Book Day bag. And let me just show you the thickness of the stack. Even though you already seen it, here we go. All right, guys, so first up, we're going to be jumping into my pickups for Image Comics. So we're going to start off with the indie pool. So, all right, so first up on the pool list, we're going to start off with Image Comics, so the indies of the week, and then we'll go into the others. But first up, we have Golden Rage here, and I believe on the cover art we have, or the writer rather, we have Christy Williams and Lauren Knight. This book is about Granny sent off to a menopausal island, I don't know, and they're kicking butts and baking cakes, I don't know, but the title of the book is Mother Knows Best. This is issue 1 out of a 5-part series. I'm looking forward to this, and at a later date I'll give you guys a review on what I really thought of it. But this is my first pull for Image Comics for my pull this week. Next up out of Image, we have Transformers issue number 19. Megatron on the cover. Man, I'm a sucker for villains. The cover art for this particular book is Ludo Laladi, I believe that's how you say his name. And naturally we have Daniel Warren Johnson writing the book and Mike Spicer for the colors on the book, I believe. I haven't read this book since the first initial, I believe, 5 series. I have them, but I have not read them. But again, to go back to what we were saying, went ahead and grabbed the Void Rivals, and now I just feel like it's time to just play catch up and go ahead and hop right back into it. So what better point not to hop back in when you have arguably the best character in the whole Energon universe, Megatron. So that's my second pull from Image for this week, and that is all we have for Image. A pretty light week for Image. All right, next up we have Daredevil issue number 20, written by Salman Ahmed, and I believe on the artwork for this is Jesus. Can't remember his last name. It's one of these guys, his first name is Jesus. A new arc with Daredevil. Since I'm reading Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, I decided why not go ahead and just try to jump in to see what the Daredevil is all about. And if it's anything like Cold Day in Hell, I may actually enjoy this, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But this is my Marvel pickup. Do I have one more? And I have one more natural Marvel pickup, but hopefully this is a good read. If not, I'll be letting you know. All right, next up off the House of Marvel, we have Storm, issue number 7. And this is written by, what is his name? Mirawa Alade. I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronunciating names. I'm trying to get better, but this is Storm number 7. If you haven't been reading this, I don't know what you're doing. This book is fire. It continues being fire. The entire run from 1 through 7 has been pretty epic. And can you believe Storm is actually 50 years old? Kudos to her and Marvel for 50 years of pure joy. She is one of the baddest mutants on the planet, and I just hope they keep on elevating her story and giving her more shine, and the shine that she deserves. Storm issue number 7. Guys, if you haven't been reading this and if you're on the fence about it, please just get off the fence. When I'm telling you this is a great book, just get out there and read it. And if anyone's telling you that it's not a great book, maybe you shouldn't even be watching their content, because maybe they just don't know comics. You know, I can't be a week without facsimile. I wanted my Star Wars facsimile, but I told James I wasn't paying $9 for those Star Wars issue number 1 facsimile, so I made him order me a number 1 non-foil cover, because what's the point of getting that particular book in a foil cover? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, my first facsimile for DC, this is Superman number 1. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about this book, but I just went ahead and grabbed this book because I said, hey, you know what, let me try to get my knowledge up about DC, because Superman is one of those characters that I really don't follow as much as I follow Batman. So the whole backstory of Superman I don't know. I hear that he has some great stories, but that's something for another day that we'll have to get into there and catch up to see what, you know, Clark Kent is all about. The stuff about Smallville and the Superman animated series, and, you know, the Christopher Reeve movies and all that. I've watched the Superman movies, but outside of the movies and the cartoons, I don't really know Superman lore that deep. So I decided to grab this to see what it's all about. It's a facsimile, and you know how I'm about facsimiles. We have to have on this, I have one facsimile on this list once a week. So we have the Superman number 1. Next up out of DC, we have Aquaman issue number 4, written by Jeremy Adams, and on the cover we have Marka Takara on this cover, and this is the cover C. I went with this. I just went with this cover honestly because I thought the Aquaman was looking real chill, and kind of like the little starfish right here on the shoulder. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but he looks pretty just chill, like he's sitting on a surfboard, which we know he's not. I guess he's just floating, but I don't know. This is why I picked it up. Look pretty chill. So Aquaman number 4 for my DC pull list. Pull number 2 for DC. All right, so rounding out the DC, I told you I stayed under budget. The pool was real light. I think we only had 10 books, and I'm proud of my 10 books. We have Batman Dark Patterns issue number 5. The Scarface Housing Project, that's what I'm calling it. if you look on the cover right here, you see it looks like Batman is being pulled through like a mosh pit. All these hands are putting hands on him. I think Batman gonna get beat up in this book, you know. If you haven't read the previous one, this is about Scarface, and Batman kills the puppet of Scarface in the previous book, and then he realizes that he's still alive and kicking, only to realize that Scarface is no longer just inhabiting the puppet's body. Ooh, excuse me, he is now inhabiting the full housing project. So Batman's gonna have to fight the mobsters. Anybody inside this housing project is gonna be on Batman's ass. So I had to pick this up. If you haven't been reading Batman Dark Patterns, I don't know what you're waiting for. Some people say it's too much Batman out here right now, but to me, you can never have enough once you really just dive into a couple solid Batman stories. I'm not going to say I'm going to read all the Batman and Robins, but to me, I only like to read 2 at a time, or 3 rather. And this is one of the 3 that I'm reading far as Batman. Batman Dark Patterns, issue number 5, wounding up my last pull for the DC pull list. We have bam, bam, Absolute Batman, issue number 7. Variant cover C, I believe. Look, Scott Snyder, you ain't missing, my boy. You've read this book. Anybody that likes comic books on YouTube, I'm sure you guys have been reading this, so I'm not really going to get too much into it. The new Mr. Freeze, from what I've seen on previews, looks sick. So if this story is anything like the previous arc, I'm very excited. I'm trying to figure out who the Joker is in this book, because that's what they alluded to. I'm assuming that the Joker's a hidden character, but we'll figure that out. But, you know, for my DC pull list, we have Absolute Batman issue number 7, and Batman is just looking menacing, just standing over there with that cape. Is looking nasty work. Now we're gonna hop into my trade pickups for the week. With this particular trade, I'm not gonna lie, it dropped a week ago, but I decided not to cop. I just told Donald and James at the shop, I was like, yo, can y'all just throw that in my box and I'll just grab it next week, because I knew this week would be so light. So it balanced out the budget a little bit. So what we have the Rook Exodus Volume 1 paper trade back. You can't miss with Image and Ghost Machine. I have not read a single issue of this book, but I've heard so much about it, but I refuse to go back to purchase all the single issues. I told myself once this dropped, I'll go ahead and buy it and just add it to the trade shelf. So Rook Exodus Volume 1, my only paper trade back. My favorite segment of the show, Donald's recommendation. If you saw earlier on in the video, me and Donald had a lot of extensive conversation regarding comic books this week. So it was a bunch of stuff that I was bouncing back and forth between, but because I read his I Hate Fairyland on last Friday, it was a good book. I felt like the little girl was kind of stupid, how she ended up getting stuck there, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't read it. If you haven't read it, get out there, read it. It's a very interesting, fun story to read. It reminds me of an adult version of My Fairy Godparents. I believe that used to come on Nickelodeon or Disney. I can't remember, but great story. So Donald's pickup the week this week, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of torn between a lot of stuff, but his pickup this week is The Middle of West. Don't know too much about this book, but Donald really was trying to sell me on it. So I said, you know what, $10, why not? I'll go ahead and read this. Anything that Donald has recommended so far, out of all the books he's given me, he hasn't missed. So Donald is really now starting to set himself up as a connoisseur at the shop that I'm actually going to listen to his opinion. Man, maybe one day we can get Donald on the channel to sit down and have a conversation, but this is Donald's pull of the week, and hopefully it maintains, and you know, with the same energy that he's been giving. All right, guys, that is all I have for you this week. A pretty lightweight pull, and I'm proud of it. I've been seeing all these guys online pulling 80 books and just pulling everything, and I'm like, dude, y'all got issues. And I'm not disrespecting anyone, but if you really think about it, if you're pulling 30 plus books plus variant covers and assortments of things like that on a 4-week base, if you really average out the math, dude, you almost at $1,000+ a month on comic books. And I don't got the space for that, and I'm still trying to figure out the online stuff, what websites I should be reading. So if you guys have any recommendations for comic sites, I would love to hear it. I'm probably not going to tap into the DC Infinite Universe app because, again, I don't want to wait 3 months or 30 days to read a book. I want it right then and there. But for anything that releases same day, indie books, by all means, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'm here for it. I would like to know. This is a community I would like to grow and expand my comic knowledge, and you guys put me on game. I mean, that's why I created the channel. And also, everyone that has been subscribing and liking the video, guys, welcome. I appreciate you, and I'm humbled that you guys actually thought enough of me to just click on that like button and subscribe to me. Thank you. I'm very grateful, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't have anything else to say. So guys, without further ado, you know what to do. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Hop down in the comments below. Let's keep that conversation going, and make sure y'all get out there and read some books, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.